Hi everyone, namaste, welcome back to my channel. And today as you can see from the title that I will try following Nikkie tutorials. Yes, I'm a huge fan of her makeup and her skills, and years before I did a video inspired by her that was like power of makeup, and years after I'm doing one video again inspired from her. I will be actually recreating one of her makeup tutorials, and I might not use all the products which she have used in the tutorial, but I will just, you know, mix and match, and whatever I have I'll try to do with that. The only one common thing I have is the palette. So she has used the Modern Renaissance palette. So here I have the palette, and so I'm just gonna create a look. I'm just gonna try following her. So let's get started. So the first product she's using is Benefit Moisturizing Cream. I don't have it, so I'm just gonna use my Estee Lauder Moisturizing Cream. So I'm just gonna apply it on my face, and I'm gonna moisturize my skin really good with it. So for foundation, I don't have the exact same foundation which she's using, so I'm using my MAC Pro Long Wear foundation, and I'm in shade NC42, so I'm just gonna apply. Even she has used the Artist brush, which I don't have it. I do have a similar brush from PAC, but it's back in Chandigarh. I don't have it either, so I'm just gonna use my regular PAC 003 brush to apply my foundations. So now it's time for concealer. She don't have really bad dark circles. I do have, but I don't know. I'm just following her. I'm not doing my steps in between, so I haven't color corrected my dark circles. So she is going for concealer now, and she has used two types of concealer. One is Tarte and one is the other one. And so I don't have Tarte concealer. I'm just gonna use again two type of concealers. One will be Maybelline Age Eraser Rewind Dark Circles, and the second one will be my MAC Pro Long Wear concealer. So she is applying the lighter concealer right inside of the eyes, like here inside, and the a little darker to the outside. So I'm just gonna do the same. So I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Age Rewind Eraser Dark Circle, what a big name, and I'm just gonna apply it right here, like to my inner corners. And I'm gonna take my MAC Pro Long Wear right here on the cheekbones. Okay, so there is a lot of color difference, but still I'm just gonna apply here. All right, so for blending she is using Morphe Beauty sponge. So I'm just gonna take my PAC Beauty blender, and I'm just gonna blend it nicely. All right, so the next part is she's setting her under eye powder. So I'm just gonna take my Laura Mercier powder, which is white powder, I would say, and I'm just gonna use this powder to set the under eye. So in the next part, she is using loose powder on her face, lightly tapping a loose powder on her face. So again, I don't have a loose powder here. It's back in Chandigarh, but I do have the banana powder. So I'm just gonna using the banana powder lightly on my face. Alright, so she's going with MAC shimmering powder. I don't know what powder it is, but I am going with my MAC NC 35, and I'm just gonna buff my under eye area and also highlight with the same. Alright, so the base is done. Now let's come on to the eyes. So next she's taking Soft Ochre by MAC. It's a paint pot by MAC, and she's taking Soft Ochre. I have it, so I'm just gonna use the same. So I'm just gonna apply all over my lids. So next she's taking a white eyeshadow and applying all over her lids. It's a matte eyeshadow, I suppose. I don't have a matte white eyeshadow right now in my collection, so I'm just going to use this white eyeshadow, and it's in the palette of Miss Claire. So I'm just going to use this. Here is the Modern Renaissance, and she went with the color, the shade Bond Fresco. So I'm just gonna take this Bond Fresco and apply it on my crease.
And slow and steady, start adding more layers of Bond Fresco to create more depth. You can always go back in with Porcelain by Morphe and that MAC 252 brush and clean up the shape and the blending.
So now I'm just gonna picking up the Venetian red, and it's a beautiful red color. So I'm just gonna pick it up and apply as she's applying. So she's applying this Venetian red color to her lower lash line. So I'm just gonna use my Tarte's brush, which is very similar to what she's using. So I'm just gonna use this brush, and I'm just gonna apply it to my lower lash line. So now she is taking Red Ochre, which is this shade, and going to the outer corners of her eyes. So I'm just gonna do the same.
From the palette, I went in with Red Ochre, and I'm using that here on that outer corner to meet in that crease. And then with the little Morphe M514, I'm just gonna blend and buff that in the outer corners.
So now I'm just gonna do a lower lash line, like the inner corner. She's just creating new inner corner to the lower lash line. So I'm just gonna do the same. Now she is doing a cut crease look. So she's going for MAC Pro Long Concealer, and I'm just gonna do the same. She's doing with shade 15, but as I am a lot darker than her, so I'm just gonna use my NC42. So over it, I'm just gonna apply shade Vermeer, which is this one. So to the center, she's applying a pink eyeshadow from Jouer. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna use a Max Expensive pink to get the similar looks. So I'm gonna take some of the eyeshadow and I'm just gonna apply right in the center. And on the inner third, she has applied Stila's Metallic something eyeshadow, which I don't have. I don't have a similar looking eyeshadow as well. So I'm just gonna use a little bit of glitter, which resembles that. So I'm just gonna apply a little bit onto my inner third. Then I'm gonna go back quickly with the white powder, and I'm just gonna highlight my inner lower lash line. And on waterline, I'm just gonna use a white eyeliner. It's not a branded one, but it does a very decent job, so I'm just gonna apply that. And now I'm just gonna apply beautiful, gorgeous lashes, and I'm using M70 by MAC. They're so full and gorgeous. And once that's done, I'm just gonna do my lower lashes. I'm just gonna apply mascara to my lower lashes. So I did the other eye as well. Now let's come to the face, and for the face I don't have the contour shade which she's having, so I'm just gonna use my Sugar palette for the contour. I don't have my Anastasia Beverly Hills palette as well because the shade she used for the contour is very similar to the one I have in that. So but anyways, again, she's very pale, so it won't suit me. So anyways, I'm just gonna take this contour shade and I'm just gonna apply just like her. So yeah,
I'm using Breakup by Makeup Geek on a Morphe M530 brush, and I'm just gonna mimic what I was doing. Okay, so what I did was I just swooped Breakup right here in the hollows of my cheek. Da, 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 da. All right, and then for blush, I already put a little bit on. I'm using the new Makeup Geek blush in Hard Throbe. I love this color so much. It just matches these eyes perfectly. So I'm also gonna warm up my face a little bit more with the blush by blushing my forehead. Yes.
so to highlight, she is using 2 of the highlights. So I will be using my Too Faced one. First she used the pink highlighter, so I'm just gonna use the pink highlighter from this one, and then I will add a little more highlight. So over it, I'm going with my Sugar highlight, which is my favorite. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of that. I'm just gonna apply that. Look at that glow. I love this highlight. And yeah. And she applied highlighter just on the tip of the nose, not the bridge. So just the tip. So I'm just gonna apply there. And she also applied on the Cupid's bow, so I'm just gonna do that as well. Cupid's bow. So now let's come to the lips. She used 3 kind of lipstick. I'm just gonna use 2 because I don't have many options. So the lipstick I'm using are Smudge Me Not from Sugar, and the base shade will be this dark burgundy color, and this is called Very Mulberry. So I'm just gonna apply this first. So I'm just gonna let it dry, and then I'll put another layer of lipstick with a different color. She used a metallic lipstick, liquid lipstick, and I only have one which is very similar to that shade, and this one is again by Sugar, Smudge Me Not range, and this is called Brown Crown. It has that metallic finish to it. So I'm just gonna let it dry, and then I'll apply that to my lips. It's almost dry, so I'm just gonna apply number 27 Brown Crown from Sugar Smudge Me Not lipstick range. Alright, so she went with more lighter metallic lip color, like a copperish color on her lips by Milani. I don't have that, so I'm just gonna create the same look by adding some eyeshadow on the top of these lips. So I used this eyeshadow just, you know, to top the metallic look on my lips. It's Max Expensive Pink. Yeah. Yeah, it's quite similar, I guess. The look is quite similar. And all we need is a setting spray, and today I am using MAC Makeup Prime and Spray. So I'm just gonna spray this on my face. And that completes my recreation of Nikkie Tutorials video, and I will be linking that video in the description box if you're interested to see that and compare my makeup with that, and let me know how I did it, whether I did justice to this look, though I didn't have like exact same products, but I tried my best to recreate this look for you guys, and I enjoyed completely doing this and following her. I admire her makeup skills, and I just love her makeup. And yeah, so let me know if you want to see more recreations. And yeah, if you're new to my channel, then please do subscribe, help me grow, and I will see you guys in my next video. Till then, bye bye, take care, stay beautiful and stay healthy.